Brian Stanich. I am your student's art teacher, and welcome to my virtual open house. As you can see, this is my new remote learning classroom. This once was my greenhouse that I converted into my studio space, but it is also now serving as my classroom. As you can see, I have an extra monitor, I have my computer, and I even have an extra camera so I can be teaching as close as I can as if I am in the classroom. Before I begin the video, I just want to say thank you so much for all of your hard work and time to make sure that your student is in the classroom and participating. It is a very difficult time, but we will get through this. What I do ask for is that you have an open mind and also being patient, because this is all new for all of us. This video will be talking about our classroom expectations and the classroom procedures. If you have any questions, please at any time email me. I'll have my email several times on this video, and also you can sign up for Remind. What I do ask for is that as you sign up for Remind, please put in as parent and your first and last name so that I know who is texting. So thank you again for your time, and have a wonderful evening.
The first page is going to be a little bit about me. I've been teaching for 16 years. I'm a graduate of Romeoville High School, McHenry University, and I received my Master's of Education from Governor State. My wife is a high school art teacher at Oswego East. My oldest daughter is a sophomore. My son is in 8th grade, and my youngest, she is in 6th grade. I have a dog and cat. I still love to paint. I love my abstract and impressionist paintings that I do the most. I also draw still just to keep up on that skill. I love to travel in the world and take Romeoville students. We've been doing that for quite a few years now. Hopefully we'll do it again this summer. I love to build, and as you can see down in the right hand corner, I remodeled my kitchen this summer with a lot of help from family. A lot of fun, a lot of stress. So my schedule, my orange days, first hour is my intro to art, second hour is my drawing, and then third hour is drawing. Blue days, fourth hour is my painting, fifth hour duty, which is also my office hours, 6 hour intro to art, and seventh hour is my AP art and design. Intro to Art. This is an introduction class to a variety of art media, as well as the beginning vocabulary associated with drawing, sculpture, and painting. Students will also be expected to take notes pertaining to vocabulary and projects. What we are going to learn. So since this is such a introduction type of class, we are learning every type of medium. We're going to be learning how to draw, paint. If we get back into the classroom, we'll learn how to sculpt. So we're going to be learning all types of every little part of every medium. Will grades count? Yes, grades will count this semester. Grading procedure will be figured using a rubric. Students are expected to take a picture of their work daily, upload it into their journal, and that will be considered their participation points. Final artwork will be graded with a rubric on their own accomplishment. Also, participation is in your 10%, 90%, and will be all of the other projects. Final exam. This one we'll have to play by ear since this semester can change. Typically, students have an end of the year presentation of their artwork. But with everything that's happening, we're not sure of how it's going to end. So again, it's just going to be up in the air. But we still plan on taking photos and uploading to Google Drive in case we do have a final exam. Fees. The $20 fee went to the supplies that I created for every student. I made those portfolios. I had the supplies that they need to create their artwork for the class. If your student did not receive their supplies, you must email or text me through Remind so I can make sure that they do receive their supplies. Participation is huge since I am not in the classroom and it's very hard to see the students. I expect them to be in the class the entire Zoom hour. If they have any issues, they can email or send a text on Remind. I ask when I ask a question that they respond. And since this is a visual art class, it is important students keep their video on or screen tilted to their work. Remote expectations. First, I ask students to set up an area where they're able to create artwork. I'm asking if they sit at a table instead of lying on the floor or their bed. Second, I'm asking all students to have their screens on, either showing their faces or facing their artwork. Third, participate by actually using their voices. I'll still accept nods and thumbs up, but it helps me as a teacher when I Here are some rules for remote learning that I'd like for the students to follow. Student must attend their assigned class period Zoom session. Student is expected they will have to rename their Zoom with their first and last name for attendance purposes. They will not be allowed to enter the Zoom without their first and last name. Be dressed and ready for school. I will do them the same courtesy as well. Make sure the outfit is school appropriate as well as the background. This is important because I teach visual art class and I need to see the students and their artwork. Student hour of instruction. Student will be asked to stay on the Zoom for the entire hour of instruction. I'll be assigning students online work or working alongside of students when we are making artwork. At the beginning of the class, I will show students and verbally go over daily agenda. When students are making artwork, I'll need to see what students are doing to give them the individual feedback that I would if I were in the class. I'm asking students to be prepared to show me their work during hands-on sessions. Also, at the end of the class period, they will show me their daily progress by taking a picture with their Chromebook or camera. This is an option that the students can have. I do try to have them place Google Drive and Google Classroom on their phone. Google Drive on their phone is a lifesaver. Make sure that the Google Drive is linked to their VBSD account. Here's an example of what I have. I have the Drive, Google Classroom, even Remind, so it's all easy access. What this does is that it makes it easy for me to take pictures and upload to the presentations and shared folders. Google Classroom. This is a very important part of our class, and especially now during remote classroom. This is where I will upload all assignments, demos, announcements, information, and any other type of things that I feel that are important. To the left are topics where students can have easy access to get to those topics. Now, up on the top is also the week at a glance. This is a calendar where I will be uploading students' work of what we're going to be doing for that day and also when work will be due. The next part about Google Classroom that I also want to mention is assignments. For this semester, this is extremely important that the students will be uploading work to their journal. So as you can see in assignments, there's a journal. This is an example of a journal. What I have done is that I have taken a picture of the work that I drew for the day. I then answered one of the 6 questions. This is so important for me because as a teacher, this is how I know if the students have been participating for the day. If they have done this, they will receive 5 points for their participation every day. If they're missing one of them, they'll get half credit. Communication. If you need to communicate with me, there is my email. There is Google Classroom. If you have not been invited and you would like to, please send me an email. And then there is Remind. Remind is a communication platform that helps communicate on any device without sharing the personal contact. What I ask for is find your student's hour and place in your name as your first and last, and also place in that you are a parent. A committed artist participates, investigates, plans, thinks, questions, tries to find many different solutions to a problem, and of course, works hard. Thank you for your time and have a wonderful evening.